Hi everyone. I wasn't planning on making a video of this, but I'm actually working on fixing my Toro Lawnmower that doesn't start. So it is a Toro, guaranteed to start. That's ironic. 6.75 foot-pound, gross torque 190 cc, and after yanking the cord over and over again, it's refusing to start. So I started looking at the issue. You have this section on top here, very easy to remove two Phillips screws, and then you can go straight to the carburetor, because more often than not that's what the problem is, right? So I have it taken apart here. In the way you remove all this, there are two screws holding the filter, the air filter assembly. There are three screws actually there. They're over there, they're small, and these are 9/16. And then you have a little spring at the top here that is connected to this arm, that is connected to the carburetor. Carburetor itself is actually held with two bolts, these two, and these are 3/8. So they actually connect here and here, and pretty easy to remove. When you take the filter out, be careful because it could be stuck, and when you take it out, this little gasket here is very fragile and it might actually break off, which is what happened here. It's fabric. It's not too damaged in my case, so I think I'll be able to salvage it. And then at the bottom of your carburetor, once it's out, you will find a bolt, which is this guy here, and that's holding the cup. That's basically your tank where the gas goes, right, before it goes into the little sprinkler, the little jet here. And what's happening here, take a look at this. That's the reason why I'm starting this video, because I'm like this, I have to share this. There's obviously whole, sorts of gunk and residues in there. A lot of dirt. This is also the role of this piece, is to collect all the debris so that it doesn't get into the carburetor. In this particular case, there was probably too much of it, and yeah, I need to do a thorough cleanup of this, especially the sprinkler, which, as you can tell, I'm not sure whether you can tell here, it's pretty clogged in there. It's really not looking good at all. See, there's a lot of gunk in there, and that's what the reason is why this is not starting. There's basically gunk that prevents gas from getting into the little jet, which you can see in the carburetor right there. It's the little shiny piece in the middle, and that's what the problem is, right? So I'm gonna clean this up, and I think it will be good to go after that. I'll continue the video right after. Alright, so I cleared everything here. It seems to look good. Make sure if you have any residue on the tank under the floor here, especially if you have any gunk or anything, make sure you clean that up carefully, because this might end up clogging your nozzle, right? Nozzle is free now. I've run a piece of metal wire here that I've run through it. Everything is good. I'm gonna put it back together, and yeah, we should be good to go. Check the floater as well. This is adjusting the level or the amount of fuel that gets in the little cup. When the level is down, it opens up the little vein, I guess, like the little yeah, the valve, and it lets basically fuel in. When this goes up, it shuts it down. You can see the little pin is actually extended here. That's not normal. I'm gonna have to push it back in, because this could be part of the problem too. I'm gonna make sure, do a visual inspection, make sure everything's fine. And yeah, like I said, this is pretty fragile, so it's holding for now. I should be good to reassemble all of this, which shouldn't take too long. I'll continue the video in a moment. So don't forget to clean up the little cup here. The bottom is what I wiped off. The top is the residue, right? So clearly There's a lot of gunk in there and crap, so make sure you clean this up correctly so that it's nice and clean. So, a couple things, and a very important one. As I'm just reassembling the whole thing, I started looking at different components and how the thing was actually put together. I'm not an expert in this field, so you learn, right? So I got this piece, which is now clean. I got this, that's now clean. And when you put it back together, there's no particular orientation or direction, so it just sits on top. But look at that. I'm like, okay, well, that's bizarre. How does the fuel actually get to the nozzle? So we know the nozzle, or the little jet, is free, but there is this nut that goes at the bottom. This little guy here. And check this out. This got a hole in it. And there's a hole on the side here. And look at that. There's no gas that can get through this. This is completely clogged up. So this is likely what the problem actually is. It's nothing to do with the carburetor. It's nothing to do with the cup, although it did need a serious cleanup. This is the problem. So I'm gonna clean this up. I got my little nut here. And we need to clear this opening. So I'm gonna go back to my wire. I'm gonna try to poke here. And sorry, it's out of focus here. Poke and make sure this is free. So see the gunk actually coming out already here? This stuff, let's plug in the hole. So, okay, this is good. And now I can see through, which I couldn't earlier. Yeah, that was completely plugged. So, that was the problem, really. This doesn't seem to go in though, so I think there's likely a way for this full fuel to come in. I got my little air nozzle here, so I'm just gonna blow some air in it. Okay. I got shit that came out at the bottom here, so that's a good sign. Okay. You see the little, I've seen a little plum of dust. Oh, sorry about the noise. So yeah, there is a channel. So if I run my wire through the side openings, I can now, it's going to be really hard to see, but I can now see it. I can see something shiny actually going through right here. Can't really see it. It's very hard to see. I can see it, but the opening in this little hole here is very, very, very small. It's actually smaller than the wire I have here. So I can't even show you, but when I'm blowing air through it, it's going through. So that's good. That's actually exactly what you want. So I'm now feel pretty good about putting this back. There is a little gasket here, like a little washer, which is also very fragile. I'm not gonna mess around with it because I don't have any replacement ones, so if I break it, I'm screwed. I'm just gonna run my got a little brush here. Run a little bit of a brush here lightly just to clean this up. There we are. So this is now nice and clean. Spraying some air on it, killing mosquito in the process. And that looks actually pretty good. I think this is looking pretty good. So make sure you clean this up, obviously, when you repair your mower, because that's likely what the problem is. All right, let me reassemble all this and give it a shot. All right, so the carburetor is back in its spot right here. This is holding, which is good. We reassembled the little rod here. You have to put this first before you put the two bolts. Then there's the top here that I was just in the process of screwing up. And this, I just want to point out, is a very small one. It's 1/4. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on. Doesn't need to be super tight, but it does need to be reassembled, obviously. And once you're done with this, you also need to put this little spring here and reattach it here. There we go, right there. Pretty easy, right? So I'm gonna continue this, reattach the filter, reattach the fuel line with a little clamp. Fuel line goes to the side here, so it's pretty straightforward. And I think we should be good. So looking forward to it. Okay, so this is done. I wanted to point something out. When you reattach the air filter holder, there's this little nipple here that connects to this pipe here. You can't really go wrong, right? Because it really just goes in, and then you reattach carefully the air box to your carburetor. And the reason why I'm going very slow is because of this gasket, this seal in the back that broke. There are tiny holes, tiny nipples. You can barely see them, but I think you can right there. And they have to line up with the holes on the gasket. So I'm gonna need both hands here to make sure this goes in correctly. I'll resume the video after. All right, so I was able to put one bolt in. Just wanted to show you these little nipples I was telling you about. They're very small. You have one right here. There's another one right there. Actually, I can barely see it. Down here, at the very end of my tool. And you can see the gasket is inserted on it. And there's another one to the side down there. Just make sure the holes are lining up, because otherwise it might actually damage the seal here. I'm gonna put the two other bolts, like I said, one here, one there, and one up here, right? And the nozzle in the back, the breather, should be attached by now. So no real difficulty here. I'll keep going. All right, so the air filter holder is attached. Everything's connected. The air filter itself is not the cleanest, but frankly, it will do for now. I'm just gonna blow some air through it, remove the big, any kind of debris or anything that would be stuck in there. I'll put it back on, I'll put the two screws on top, and then we're gonna start the mower. Hopefully it's gonna start just fine. All right, now the moment of truth. You might double check the spark plug while you're at it. Make sure it's nice and clean. Mine was a little dirty. Clearly, I picked up that mower on the curb of the road. Someone was just getting rid of it. It's a Toro. Right? I was able to start it, but I had a gas leak for some reasons. The leak that has not reproduced since, so I'm not exactly sure where the leak was coming from. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this. Might have been a loose hose or something. I'm not too sure. Regardless, check your oil as well. Make sure you have oil in your mower. Make sure you have gas naturally, and we're gonna see if it starts now. So it's a guaranteed start, so it should start in theory. And there you are. You have it. Runs beautifully. First yank. I promise I did not try to start it prior or anything like that. More is just, I just finished fixing it on video, and I just give it a yank and off you go. So very easy to do, right? If you are a little handy, then you should be able to tackle this project pretty easily. I'm just gonna go along, mow my lawn now, because it really needs some attention. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Again, the tools that you need for this are these 3 little bits, along with some cleaning tools like little brushes and stuff like that, right? So you need my God, I put my glasses on again. 3/8 is one of them. Then 5/16, and one and a 1/4 inch, like 1/4. So that's all you need, really. So very easy to do. It's really accessible, in my opinion. I think a lot of people would be able to do this. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna go mow my lawn now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks, everyone.